On a personal note, allow me to wish that you, your families, and loved ones are safe. With millions of employees working remotely, security and IT teams have been seeking out our expertise and experience in IBMI security. We try to help keeping their business healthy during this unusual situation. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Ciantra Belsi, and in the last 10 years, I'm the head of Raz-Lee sales engineer and professional services teams. Allow me to thank you for joining today's session. The coronavirus crisis is closing schools. Well, we all enjoy some extra time near our kids, but study to think, is this is the way it's going to be? Businesses and entire communities are in an effort to slow the spread of the pandemic. Cyber criminals are actively exploiting this crisis for their own financial gain. Some ransomware crews have been kind enough to vow not to target medical organizations during the current pandemic. So nice of them, huh? It would have been helping if they could join forces and focus their programming skills to help out. Okay, going back to real life. And this is one of the reasons we are promoting this first in a series live talk sessions. With that said, we understand that the mentioned kindness means that we, all of us, are in their target valid list of to be attacked. It is critical to ensure that your IT systems are protected. Businesses' preparedness and resiliency is being tested on all fronts, now more than ever. I cannot imagine a better time to start an attack. Now, when millions are working from home, it is so easy to make a mistake, like opening the wrong email or clicking the oopsie unknown file. Let's push this situation into our platform. So let's clear up some of the misconceptions between an antivirus and an anti-ransomware. First, and maybe the most important piece, is to understand that there are no known viruses written for our platform. I mean zero. Well, various reasons for that. My favorite explanation is that, and I'm not sure am I allowed to say it out loud, is that no one found the spare time to invest and write the source code for it, even now. So what we're saying is that although viruses like the coronavirus finds its way towards the next target, it simply duplicates itself. With this specific platform, there are no known viruses. In other words, if your system is to be infected, it literally means that your system is now behaving like an infection point. So whoever reaches this point will be infected, but not the IBMI. At the end of the day, one of the differences between a ransomware and a virus attack is that making direct money, although virtual, right, Bitcoins and Ethereum, from a ransomware attack is easier. So if you write a cool malware, virus, Trojan, you might end up finding a new job. You'll get hired to a new task force, or you'll probably replace your hat from a black hat to a white hat. But some of the specific cases in a virus might end up with getting direct money from their attack, but get 5 to 10% success in your ransom, which is probably a 0-day. We'll explain later what's a 0-day attack. A 0-day ransom, now we're talking serious money. So the IBMI is providing us with the IFS, integrated file system. In short, these are PC-like files stored on your IBM database. The IFS is mapped to the PC, so it's like a mapped folder that appears as a drive in your PC. And remember us mentioning the millions working from home? This is exactly the point in time where we're at risk. You can assume that not all of them are using office or work devices provided by their work. So maybe they lack the endpoint security not to allow to connect devices to their PC. Like we well mentioned, the fact that they can open a malicious email, exploiting their self and running on their PC a ransomware attack. So the IFS files appears as regular database files in that PC. So the ransomware attacks this PC and the IBMI altogether. So with a difference to a standard virus, in this case, the files on the IFS are infected indeed. So the procedure would look like something as follows. The activated ransomware that takes place on your IFS will encrypt the data, close the file, delete the original file, rename the file, and then sends you a ransomware note to get your data back. You need to pay me this and that amount to this account, virtual, of course, so that it cannot be tracked. At the end of the day, if you are an organization that is basing its activity 50% or more on the IFS, it means that your data is not reachable. You cannot reach the data. The data is ciphered. Your programs will find no use of the data that was stored on your IFS. It's simply as if it's gone. So what can we do about it? Is there a way? This is what we're being asked. Is there a way to do something about it? So, like in the case of coronavirus, good hygiene is the best recommended method. In this case, we're talking about the computer hygiene. And we have some tips for you. The first one, tip number one, map who needs to be mapped to the IFS. I'm assuming you will find some users that are connected remotely to the IFS from their home PC with no need. Just lower the risk. Whoever needs to be in, let him in. Second, control the number of user profiles. I'm talking about IBMI user profiles that carries all object authority users. So limit to on need basis only. I'm not saying these two tips are easy to achieve or are easy projects, but these are two ones that you can do without any tool, and they will lower the risk. Later on, we'll discuss why. What is the second front of this risk we're mentioning? The third tip, maintain a full, if possible, daily IFS backup that would be easy to upload in case a catastrophe. Fourth, do not pay the ransom. Do not pay the ransom, no matter what. It's not me saying that, it's the FBI research that shows that 70% that pays, those who pay will lose both their money and their data. And second, think about what it is that you're about to run if you pay and you actually get the key. You're going to run a decryption procedure, which is a program that will run in your system to decrypt your encrypted data. Who knows what shows up back? Would it be real information, false information? How can you know if they tempered your information? You wouldn't know. So do not pay the ransom. Now, we said control all object user profiles. Why do we say that? and control them to an on-need basis only. Because in some cases, at least one that we know, I cannot disclose the name of the company, but they got attacked by a ransom and they had to rebuild two of their systems from scratch, not just the IFS. I'm talking about the computer itself. What happened there is that the TCP/IP connection configuration files got also encrypted with the ransomware attack because the user on the PC side connecting to the map IFS had all object authority, and in their case, the TCP IP configuration files got encrypted as well. So there was no access towards these two specific boxes. 4 tips. The last 5th tip is use anti-ransomware where available. The good news for you is that Raz-Lee has a unique in the market anti-ransomware designed specifically for the IBM. So we know how the attack takes place, and we said that there is no easy way to understand that this attack takes place. So Raz-Lee anti-ransomware will detect in real time that there is a ransomware activity taking place behind the scenes on your IFS. It would stop the attack, possibly disconnect the intruder connection, or even in case of a multi-location attack, simply shut down the entire network connectivity towards your IBM. If you're even allowing yourself to take the extra step and install our PC client, a small client on your entire network PCs, we can send a notification message to each and every one of these sending ransomware attack towards any place in your network, a message, look, you're currently spreading a virus, which is a ransomware, and we need you to stop connectivity, so that you're not only securing your IBM, you're also securing perhaps your entire organization. So please use an anti-ransomware on each and every platform, each and every database. You have the ability where the product is available to use. And I'm getting a question. We mentioned the fact that, okay, so the question goes like this. What is Raz-Lee going to do about this unique situation? And if it figured a way to help out the community of IBM? The answer is yes. And what I'm about to say is real, no commitments, no strings attached. The anti-ransomware by Raz-Lee Security is available to download through our website free until July 1st, 2020. You can download it now and use it free, no strings attached. You will get a license until July 1st this year. Actually, this one was already appearing in our marketing PR that was published roughly 2 weeks ago. So we did prepare ourselves to this situation. What I would like to ask you is please raise and think about topics you would like our next live talk to cover and to go over. As you noticed, we are providing free tips to achieve a better security situation for your IBM. Our next topic for the series would be network security. Once again, thank you for joining today's session, and I hope you enjoyed it the way that we did. Please take the advantage and use the tips provided on today's session. Thank you.